What's going on, guys? Tron here, going to be doing a quick video about something that I am interested in. It is a new mobile game that should be coming out this year. It's called Rift of Raigard. Just want to give you a little bit of background and information about the game. There's a lot of information out there. I'm just going to give you just a brief overview about what I know. I may leave some things out, but should give you a good idea for what the game is about. Just going to have a few war hits here going on in the background. So Rift of Raigard is actually created by some old players of One Hive, which is a CWL League clan. The players were upset by things that Supercell was doing and not fixing and not giving back to the players, so they decided to go out and create their own game, try to fix things like cheating, clouding, things like that, add more content, and really listen to the players, as a lot of players do feel that Supercell does not give the content that the players actually want. So they went out and created a company called Done Right Games. You can go to their website, spelled DUNRITE games.gg, and get some more information about them, and I'll be talking about that a little bit later. And they're creating Rift of Raigard. It is a game that is supposed to replace Clash of Clans. There's a few different methods of gameplay, and there's definitely some things that are a little bit different about Clash of Clans. Right off the bat, when you make your gaming name and you make your guild name, your guild is similar to a clan in Clash of Clans. Those are set for life. You can't change them, and it's unique to you. So if you were to pick Dissectatron as your name, nobody else could have that, and you could not change it as well. The other thing that's going to be different is there's no more scouting bases. So you're going to have 5 minutes to scout a base, and then during that time, once you've hit scout, you're going to have 5 minutes, and then you'll have to attack the button. So it's essentially kind of like that 30-second little warm-up period that you have when you attack a Clash of Clans. However, with Rift of Raigard, it's only going to be 5 minutes. It's going to be the first time you've seen the base. So there's going to be absolutely no scouting, which is supposed to eliminate cheating, modding, where people copy the bases and put them into third-party servers. So this is one thing that's going to try and really cut down on the cheating. The next thing is you're going to have about 2 minutes to drop all your troops, and then once you attack, there's no forgiveness. So if you do like a rage quit like we see in Clash of Clans, the attack is over, and that's about it. Some other things that are going to be different is there's only going to be one common currency in the game. Like Clash of Clans, there is just gold. There's gold, elixir, and then dark elixir. And a lot of players are faced with either not having enough dark elixir for their heroes, and then once their heroes are maxed, they have absolutely nothing to do with them, do with the dark elixir, and they have a ton of walls. So there's only going to be one currency in the game, and that is gold. And that you're going to use that for your troop upgrades, your building upgrades, and everything else that you're going to have. The other thing that's going to be different is there's going to be no cook time for an army. You just select whatever army you want, and it's instantly available to you. There are some limits in farming mode, which we're going to get to in a second here, that I will talk to, that will limit how quickly you can attack. So let's talk about the 3 different game modes. I'm going to show you some YouTube videos where you can learn a bit more. So the first is going to be tournament mode, and this is just going to be for solo players to show off their skill. You can participate in a tournament, and it's going to be you against 15 other players for a 16-player match. If you lose, you're going to be out, and you're going to go down in basically what they call skill points. As you go up in skill points, you'll get placed against much more skilled attackers. So essentially, you can pay to play, you can pay to have a really, really good base, but if you're not a good attacker, you're not going to do well in the game. Then they're also going to prevent you from losing intentionally, so you won't lose skill points right away. So they're going to prevent you from essentially dropping your skill points and to get into a really easy tournament. You're going to pay a small fee of gold in order to play in a tournament, but if you do win, you will get a large bonus of gold. The other thing is that they're going to do for YouTubers and Twitchers is they're going to be able to create private rooms where they can bring in their own people to do some more of these tournaments. The second mode that we talked about before is the farming mode, and you're only going to be farm for gold. Essentially, 50% destruction will get you 50% of the available gold, 70% is 70% of the available gold, and 90% of destruction will actually get you 100% of available gold. Your gold is stored in what's called a bank, so you do want to upgrade that and make it as strong as possible, and you can be able to, you'll be able to hold more gold. So they're going to use something called a cart when you farm. And you can own up to 5 carts, and they bring back the gold for you. So it takes 20 minutes for your cart to actually return back to your base. If you want to attack without a cart, the gold is brought back by hand, as they say, and you'll only be able to retrieve about 10% of what you've looted. So it's not usually beneficial. Farming is not competitive. There's not going to be anything like trophy pushing. You're not going to get any trophies for it. You're only doing it for gold. So when you actually go in to do this, you're going to hit battle, and you're going to be presented with 5 bases. If you don't want to hit any of those 5 bases, you can hit next and pay with more gold to see another 5 bases. And then you'll be matched up basically the amount of gold that's available, and then your core level. The core is what the town hall is. Then if you want to farm a lot, you can actually pay for a subscription where you can own 10 carts instead of 5. This is $4.99 a month, which is also about 500 diamonds. Diamonds is the gem equivalent in Clash of Clans. The last mode is going to be war mode. So this is guild based. So again, the guild is your clan. You'll be able to do 5v5 wars and 10v10 wars. That's what they're saying right now. I wouldn't be surprised if they go up in size. They're going to be 2 hours in length, and you're also going to have 1 attack per player. So there's going to be a couple different ways you'll be able to match a war. One is the leader of the guild will be able to select whatever players they want to take to war. So let's say they pick 5 players, and they'll be presented with 5 similar guilds, and they'll be able to select which one that would be good for their guild, which one they think they could beat, and go up against them. Option 2 is you can do a algorithm. So you can put forth your players, and there'll be an algorithm, a computer algorithm that'll do your matching, and it'll try to be as fair as possible. Option 3 is you can do a friendly war, so where you do the matchmaking manually with another leader, and you guys do that. So it's essentially what CWL is, what One Hive used to do in the game themselves. So now I'm going to jump over. Those are the 3 war modes. I'm going to jump over into the Discord server. I want to show you that. If you go on their website, there's a link to join the Discord server. This is their Discord server. So if you go to announcements, you scroll up. There's 3 good YouTube videos here that explain those gaming modes that I just talked about in a little bit more detail. They have a section here where people ask questions that they're going to go through and answer. Up here is the welcome. This is just basically a general announcement. There's just a lot of people talking in here. So let's go down to this next announcement. They actually have the Kickstarter launch. So if you select and you hit this link here, you can go onto their website. It says join the Rift. So they have a few packages. If you're one of those players, that has spent gems in Clash of Clans or knows that they spend money, this may be a good option with you. So the first package is $50. You'll be able to reserve your in-game name. You'll be able to reserve your guild name. And remember, once you pick those are yours. Nobody else can ever be called by your gaming name in Rift of Raigard, and nobody else can have a guild name. So obviously a lot of people, you can't copy the same name. You'll get an exclusive skin, profile badge, and casual skin. Didn't talk about those, but they will be yours. It's another cool thing that they're doing in the game. and you'll get $75 of in-game currency, so you'll get a little bonus there. The hero package is going to be guaranteed beta spot. They're going to add that in there. I will be a beta player, so I will be doing some videos about the beta version of the game. We'll be showing you what the game is about and what you guys can expect through that. And then if you're really feeling generous, you can do the relic patches, which is $1,000. They're going to give you a max base at launch. Contrary to their previous Kickstarter Kickstarter program, you won't get a max base forever. So it will be a max base at launch. I believe you'll be up to a guild number 5, so you won't have to grind through that. But keep in mind that even though you have a max base, you pay for a max base, you're not necessarily going to be any good at the game unless you have skill. And that's what they want to really have in the game. So I hope this, guys, helps. I'm really excited about this game. I think they're going to really improve on Clash of Clans. They're going to get rid of cheating, and they're really going to stay in contact with the players and what kind of content that they want. So the beta should be out here towards the end of February. So keep tuned for more information on that. That's it for this video. I hope it's helpful for you guys. Until next time, good luck out there.